Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Life Podcast. I'm Leah Klenke.
And I'm Kate Phillips, and we're so excited to be here today for episode 13.
Yes, it's an exciting time in women's soccer. Lots of games have been played. We got a lot more to go, but let's first talk about just how our games went this week. So, Kate, how was your game this week?
It was all right. We played Vanderbilt. We ended up losing 2-0. Vanderbilt's actually a really, really good team. I think they're one of the best teams we've played so far. Very disciplined. They take shots from everywhere. But they're a good team. We haven't found the back of the net in a while, which is kind of unfortunate, but still have 3 games left, so still going well.
Mhm.
How are your games this week?
They were good. Well, first off, I know one of my best friends from club plays on Vanderbilt. She's like their center back. Her name's Margot Matula. She's
Yeah.
blonde. She's very good. But yeah, the goals are come for sure. Still like 3, 4 games left, so
Mhm.
you guys still have some time. For our games, we did very good this week. We beat FSU, and then on Sunday we played SMU and we beat them as well. For our FSU game, we beat them 4-2, but we were down 2-0. And so we came back and scored 4 unanswered goals, which was just amazing to see and like just the fight like from my team. Like I'm so proud of everyone and so just proud of kind of how we like never gave up, stayed determined and just like fought till the end. So yeah, it was 2-0 and then with 5 minutes left in the first half, we scored. So it was 2-1. So that was good going into half. We kind of had the momentum and then I think at that halftime talk, we just knew we are not like losing this game. Like it's there for us to take. And we did just that and scoring more goals. That game was so much fun. Obviously, we have a lot to improve on, and FSU is such a good team.
Hmm.
They have like really great players. All their 2 goals were really great. But we've gotten scored on a lot, so we definitely have some things to work on. But yeah, credit to FSU, they were good. And then we played SMU on Sunday. They're a very good team defensively. They're very organized. We were able to beat them 3-0. So that was also another good game for us. And it was senior night, so that was fun, but also kind of sad for me. But just super exciting to see kind of what's ahead. But yeah, that was like our last game at home. Hopefully we'll host some more games at home, like once it comes to the tournament. But definitely like crazy that that was senior night for me. So yeah.
Yeah, did your entire family like come and stuff to the game?
Yeah. So my brother wasn't able to make it. He had work, but my younger sister came and then both my parents. So it was super fun to see them the entire weekend. They stayed Thursday through Sunday, so they got to watch both games and then we got to hang out a lot and do all the senior night fun stuff. And then all my best friends are also seniors, so all of our families like got together a bunch and it was a good family weekend for sure and good soccer too because we were able to win. So, yeah, good weekend overall for Notre Dame for sure.
Yeah, sounds like it. It's always fun also like having you had 2 home games, so having your parents there for the whole like weekend.
Hmm.
It's always like fun to just hang out with them. So she's like getting a little bit of a break.
Yes,
It's
so
good.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a football game too, so my parents were able to we went to the football game for a little too. So, the whole experience this weekend, but yeah, super fun. I'm sad they're all gone. It's like weird because I'm like so excited for these things, like, oh, so excited for senior night, like so excited for this game, that game. And then it just like comes and goes so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like trying to stay in the present, but it's hard because I'm just like, it's just gonna come and go and now it's gone and 3 more games left for us, and then we're to postseason. So, things are almost coming to an end, which is exciting, but also like nerve-wracking and scary because, gotta keep winning, gotta win the last few games to have a good position, a good place to even qualify and get in for postseason. So,
Yeah,
it'd
it
be
definitely
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
It's so we say this like pretty often though. Like it just flies by. Like season flies by just because it's like you get in your little routine like every week and then you're just like I don't know. Every day like seems slow. The days seem slow, the weeks fly by.
Yes.
And you're just like, "Oh my gosh, this whole
Yes.
a week like get by this fast even though like
Mhm.
your days are long. They just
Yeah.
fly right by."
Yeah. No, I would totally agree. For us, this next week in school is like our fall break, so we actually get the whole week off, which is really nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, that means it's like the semester's already halfway over and season is like more than halfway over. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But for us, it's nice to have fall break off. We do have like all of our midterms this week, so I have so much work and midterms and stuff this week. But then after that, we'll be off of school, which is nice. And then we have we have a big away trip to the East Coast where we'll play Virginia Tech and Wake Forest. So we'll be gone like Thursday through Sunday playing, or I guess we'll travel Wednesday. So Wednesday through Sunday. Um during fall break, but then before fall break, we're just training, hanging out, and resting from school, which is a really good break that we'll have. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, we don't have fall break. I think we were talking about this a little bit before, but I think our fall break goes into Thanksgiving. I don't know. Something. Wish Missouri had fall break because I could use a break from school. Um, but no, having like a week off of just like school is like so nice of just like a lift off of like just focusing on soccer and like getting to
Mhm.
relax during the day. Obviously, you'll have practice and like treatment and film and whatnot, but just like not worrying about school is like actually the best feeling ever. Like that's what I
Yes.
think about also preseason is like you're literally just focusing on soccer and it's like I don't even need like I don't know. Your brain
Mhm.
just focus on soccer and then it's like not
Yes.
the thousand
Yeah.
things with that comes with school.
Yeah, right. No, it's so nice to just have soccer and then like the rest of the time it's just like fun with teammates. I think this fall break we're gonna go shopping in Chicago one day. We're gonna go just for the day to Chicago and get brunch and go shopping like on our off day, so that'll be fun for us. And then we're gonna have like a Halloween fall like pumpkin movie night or something. One of the days of fall break also. So just fun things to do, I guess. Everyone's like gonna be gone. Everyone will go home, like from campus. So it's just gonna be our team, I guess, and some other athletes. But yeah, it's definitely nice to have a break from school just because
Mhm.
it is so busy. And I mean, we always talk about soccer on this podcast, but I mean, we talked about school last week a lot, but I mean, school is such a big part of just the whole experience of being a student athlete. It's not just about soccer. Like that's not even half of it. Like school is just as important or more important, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's gonna be nice to have a break for us for sure. Who are you guys playing this next week?
We play Texas A&M on Thursday and then senior night last home game, Arkansas on Sunday. Sorry, I'm getting like my days are all like as I was saying, the weeks I get confused with all my days. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, we go to A&M. We leave tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then we'll get down there and then play on Thursday. I'm excited to play there though. I've heard the environment. I don't know if you've ever played at A&M or
Hmm.
probably seen like the environment or whatever, but I've just heard that the fans are like crazy and like on top of the goal and like on top of you. So I'm kind of excited for that. I think it'll be
Yeah.
um
Um, so Texas A&M, I live in Houston, so Texas A&M is like an hour away. So we've had like a bunch of club things there. Like I've gone to a bunch of to like see their games and stuff there too. It is such a nice field and it is a great environment to play at. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some heckling, I'm sure. I mean, they're like big stadium, like all around with, yeah, a bunch of fans that can be like right behind the goal. So for sure, they're definitely like right on top of you, but it's a really fun environment. And that's exciting. You guys are going to Texas. I wish we played in Texas.
yeah, we that'll be our only Texas trip this year. But no, I'm so excited. I'm actually excited. Like I think it's fun.
Mm,
The fans are like heckling you. Like I don't know.
yes.
I think it's
Yeah.
funny.
It's fun. Yeah, for sure.
I think we played it when we played at Tennessee this year. There was like guys behind the goal, and they were like messing with me the whole game.
I
But it
bet they mess with you so much,
I
especially.
know. I think it's funny though, but like they're like
Yeah.
they pull up your Instagram, they'll like they do like the whole thing.
Of
And
course.
I think
Yeah.
it's actually hilarious. Like
Mhm.
they like make me laugh. Obviously during the game, like I'm like acting like they're not like when my back is like to obviously to them, like I'm like laughing at them. Just
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. No. There's definitely like a lot of like heckling and stuff, I feel like in college soccer, just from the fans on the sideline. And even like we've had some like not bad, I mean, I guess kind of bad experiences with like even like the bench of the other team is sometimes like heckling or like mean to the field players. Like we've had instances where like refs have to get involved. So I
have
mean it's something you just kind of got to deal with and like ignore. It's funny, but then it can also get in your head too. So how do you kind of handle that?
I honestly, I don't really like, I don't know. I don't really let it get in my head. I honestly think they're funny. Like
Yeah,
whoever
that's
is back there, like they're always just, it's always some guy. Like it's never like a girl. It's always like some guy is just back there like heckling. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Like I just laugh. Because I haven't had anybody like say anything like mean or like out of pocket thing or something. Maybe if somebody was, I would say something to the ref if it was like bothering me. But no, I just kind of like let it brush off and like laugh. It's just like
yeah.
the moment. I think the worst I've probably had isn't even during college. It was like for summer league. We were playing for like USL. We were playing in Detroit for a USL like it was like USLW League, but I forget what exactly. It was like one of the conference things to make it to the finals. And they had these fans, like grown older men, and they were like saying some like very crazy stuff. And the ref was like, you guys need to like cut it out.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
and we had people like obviously on our team that were like older as well. Like this was like 2 years ago. I was going into my sophomore year. And um we had like older girls and they were like telling the ref they're like dude, like these guys cannot be saying that. But like that's the only time I've ever like had an incident. Besides that, like people just say funny things. Like they're like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you had
That's
like
kind of crazy for a summer league.
no, they take it very serious because they travel with like the USL like men's teams. So like when it's
Oh, like their fans travel?
yes, like we'll have fans like that at our senior
Yeah.
stuff
Oh,
too.
wow. That's it.
Which our fans are kind of like out of they say stuff too that I'm just like, should not be saying certain
Yeah.
but yeah, they because they're like the fans for the men's teams and then they'll come to the women's games too. And they do like drums and like
Yeah. Oh, wow.
smoke when the goals are scored. Like there's like a lot of people there. I remember
Yeah.
the Detroit one. And they're like on the field, like it's like a bowl. So they're like
Oh, I see.
uh,
Yeah. That's kind of a fun environment though.
yeah. But I haven't had any bad experiences. I don't know. Have you had any like bad experiences with it?
Um, I'd say yes. Like can't even like pick out any specific places or anything, but there's definitely been some like places where there's just like people saying not nice things to people on our field. Just like pulling up their social medias and like commenting on things which don't even relate to soccer. Or like we've had problems with like the benches of other teams too, like not even chirping, but like just like doing saying like just like mean things to you like right on the field, like if you're throwing in the ball like right next to them or something, and it's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I mean like it is just part of the game. Like you just have to deal with that. Like people are gonna chirp you, but especially like our coaches are big about like having class, like always being humble, having humility, and just like having class. So like where our coaches are always like reminding everyone on the bench and stuff, like we're only cheering for our team. Like we're not saying anything about the other team. So if we like get in a good tackle or something or play good defense and we're like our bench goes crazy. Our bench is actually insane. Then they're like super loud about that. But it's like only cheering like what we do, like not commenting on anything they do. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good rule to keep in mind. But it's also like when you're like getting in the game or when you're like so like into the game, it's so easy to just like say like chirpy things to the other team. I definitely have before, so I'm like not one to like be preaching all this, but um I mean it gets intense, but I guess it's just part of the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it is. I don't really say I don't know. I don't like say I only get mad if there's like moments of somebody's just like doing
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's always like for me when I get mad is like on like corner kicks or something and just something's happening and players not getting out of my way and like it's like not fair.
Yeah.
I'll get mad,
That's
but besides that, I'm just kind of like I don't know. I'm kind of like low key about that. I don't know. I don't really care. I think
yeah.
I think
That's
it's
good. That's the way to be.
but I
Yeah.
also can't hear things like on the field, like over by the benches and stuff. But like I've definitely had like I don't know, like teams like Mississippi State has like a thing and they'll like bark at you. Like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
laughing. I'm like, why are you guys barking?
It's funny, yeah. Sometimes I'll turn around and just be like, what the heck? Like,
Like
what?
stuff like that. Just like
Yeah.
it's so interesting. But yeah, definitely a part of the game. And I think it makes
Yeah.
it like it makes the environment fun.
Yeah, it does. It like brings up the energy for sure. And it
Mhm.
makes you like want to like get back at them.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
definitely.
Um, that's funny. Let's talk kind of a little bit about some of the games this past week. So what caught my eye was Virginia was number one, and they flew all the way coast to coast to California. They played Cal and Stanford, and they tied Cal, and then they lost to Stanford 2-1. I thought that was interesting. I mean, all those three teams are very good. Virginia especially really good. They were tied number one. But I think it's interesting how like I wonder what the results would be if they were home instead of away. Like I think really traveling, especially coast to coast, that's like what a 4, 5 hour flight probably, like even
Yeah.
more 6 hours. Like that really takes a toll on you, especially when you're in the middle of school and everything else. So um that was kind of interesting to me. I mean obviously selfishly that was good for our team that they tied and lost, but yeah, no, that's interesting. It's definitely hard to play away, especially if it's super far away like that.
Yeah, I would love to like obviously you guys your like conference is like completely across the country, literally coast to coast. Same with Big Ten. We're fortunate that it's like not that for us, but I would just love to see like the results for teams when they are we've talked about this. I mean, away games are hard, but just traveling like from East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, East Coast. Time change too is
Yeah,
actually crazy because when you're going West Coast or East Coast to West Coast, like your time change is like crazy off. You could be playing like a 6 p.m. game and it could be what like 9
yeah.
p.m.
Feels like 9 p.m. Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's like I don't know. Obviously, this has been talked about a lot with different sports teams. Um,
yeah.
but for soccer, it's just hard because it's like one game and quick turnaround.
Hmm. Right. Yeah. It's kind of, I wonder when they like flew up or flew to California. Probably, I'm guessing on like Tuesday when they played on Thursday. I
Yeah.
think it was interesting. I mean, if you have two games, like you kind of have to adjust to the time. But we played Stanford last year, and we just flew for one game, then flew back. And we did it where our coaches and everyone, I mean, they got this information from like all the health, our doctors and stuff behind it. But we like stayed, since it's 3 hour time change, we stayed on Eastern time. So like our coaches were telling us like when we get there, like it's like try to go to bed at like 8 p.m. or like whatever, because that's like 11 p.m. our time. And our breakfast was at like 6 a.m. California time, because it like was like 9 a.m. our time. So we like tried to stay on our time because it was such a like a quick turnaround and only like a 1 day thing. So that was kind of interesting. That's what we did. But since they stayed there longer, I'm sure they were adjusting to the time and everything. But yeah, no, it's definitely hard to play away.
Yeah, definitely. Another game that was pretty interesting was Florida upset Mississippi State. And I know in that game, I didn't watch it because we it was the same time as our game, but both teams had a red card, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I've heard kind of people talk about like what have happened, but that's not the point. But both of them played with 10 players at some point in the second half, and then Florida ended up scoring late in the second half, which I mean, I think it was like one of their first upsets like of a ranked team. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, oh, nice.
But the
That's
two
crazy.
who were playing both teams playing with 10 players. I mean, I guess that's better than one team playing with one player down.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
both those players are out then for the next game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And one
Yeah.
of them for Mississippi State, I know that the player that got the red for them was Allie Perry, who is their like engine in their midfield. Really
Wow.
good player. So that'll be interesting to see how that works for them. I mean, they have a lot of good players on their team, but she's really good. So
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really see what happened, but or I didn't get a chance to watch that game either, but that's crazy. Two red cards. I haven't really heard of many red cards this season at all, so that's kind of crazy. Um, and then the other game that stuck out to me was Duke played UNC, so that's always a rivalry, and Duke won 3-2. Um, I wasn't able to watch much of this game either, but seems very back and forth and but that seems like a fair score. Like both those teams really good. Duke just pulled away with the win. So,
yeah,
um,
UNC's kind of having. I mean, they're playing great teams. Not the greatest, like not great, but like they've just had a tough schedule so far, and
yeah, for sure.
I saw
Yeah.
the Duke one of their. I don't know if it was their last goal or one of their goals, but it was a banger, and I think from the video, I don't know if it actually happened, but I think the ball like hit the crossbar, hit the goalkeeper and went in, which is just like you're just like whatever in that point. I mean, it was a great strike.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
gosh.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
that's
from how it looked, it hit her, came off, hit her and went in, which is just like
yeah.
dang.
Dang. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Um, okay, so how many games do you guys have left this season?
We have three guaranteed. We need to win two of them, make the SEC tournament, and then obviously chances for NCAA tournament. But yeah, three guaranteed.
Mhm.
Just crazy.
Yeah. Ours is 3-2, so that's crazy. So like 3 weeks from now, like over half of the teams on for NCAA Division One women's soccer will be done with their season. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so it's really I feel like in these last three games, people are going to be fighting to stay in, fighting for their seniors, fighting for their team, just everyone to get one last game of the season. Because you never know. Once you get into these tournaments, you never know when the last game's going to be. So
Mhm.
everyone's going to be fighting. Yeah, teams are definitely trying to just do the best they can in these last three games to
Yeah.
have the best
Definitely.
chances of making tournaments and getting good seeds and stuff like that.
One thing that we like work on a little bit once we start getting near the end of the season a lot is like penalties and just like if we get into this that scenario, who takes kind of what we do. Do you kind of have a routine like with that? Do you take a penalty? Like, what's your kind of thoughts on that?
Um, yeah, so kind of like your team, we definitely once we get into these tournaments, like we start practicing PKs and it's crazy because once you get into the tournaments and you tie, like can't end in a tie anymore. So you go into overtime. I think it's two periods of 10 minutes, I think, or
Yeah.
15. Is it 10? I think it's 10. And then you'll go into PKs after that. So, yeah, definitely once we get into the tournaments, we'll be practicing PKs like probably almost after almost every practice. Personally, I like taking PKs. I definitely take a PK. I feel like I have the routine. I have a routine that I do every time and I feel like it's just confidence is the main thing that I try to focus on and just like staying in the present moment for each like step of my routine, I guess. And then just making like putting the ball in a place and hitting it with enough power so that I have to make the keeper like make a save. So, and then if they make a great save, then like I did all I can. So it's like that's if I made a or if I hit a good shot and they made a great save, then I'm like, okay, well, that's I tried my best. So, but yeah, I feel like it's just important to have a routine, stick to the routine, and like hit the ball hard. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I try to focus on when taking PKs, but obviously have not gotten there yet, or have experience with that so far.
Mhm. You haven't at all in your college career? Like,
Oh, I was thinking this year. No, we have. We've had some games that have gone to PKs. I think we've been in multiple. The most notable that I remember is it was my freshman year, I think.
I
Yeah, it was
remember
my
watching
freshman
that.
year. We played FSU. We tied. We went into it was the ACC tournament semifinals. Then we went into PKs, and it was also a crazy game. Like we would get down a goal, and then we would score a goal. We would get down, and then we would score. And Corbin Albert, like she's amazing, was on our team at the time, and kept scoring and like doing these crazy shots and everything. She actually had the game of her life. It's crazy. But yeah, no, she's great. Obviously such a great player. But we went into PKs and we ended up losing that shootout. Yeah, I don't think I took one then. I can't remember though. I don't really remember.
I think I remember watching that because Z, Mackenzie
Hmm.
Wood, was your guys' goalkeeper at the time. Didn't, because you had, this is interesting, for people out there too. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys would take her out. She was their starter, and you guys would take her out, right, for penalties, and you'd put your backup
Yeah, yeah, we
in.
put Ashley Naylor. Wait, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because that is just,
You're right.
like, that's just, like, so interesting because, so for goalkeepers, a lot of the time, I don't know, was she really tall?
Yeah,
Is
she
that
was not like really, really tall. Like she was just as tall as Z, maybe like a little bit taller, but we had like she's a great player, Ashley, her name is. She went on to play her fifth year, but she she had like started the year before, but then Z came in and was playing a lot that year. They like switched off at the beginning, but then Z came in, was playing a lot. But Ashley's like known for, I guess, being really good at PKs. Like she was really,
yeah.
really good. So I guess our goalkeeper coach just decided that she would be the PK goalie, I guess. I forgot about that. I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah, no, I remember watching it because it's just like
Hmm.
so interesting because some goalkeepers are really good at penalties and reading them and just like getting there. And then some people are just like, I don't know, not the greatest at them. Not that they're like a bad goalkeeper at all, which Mackenzie Wood, who we're talking about, literally plays for the Chicago. Um,
Hmm. Yes, she's amazing.
um, but yeah, it's just like interesting because the only penalty shootout I've been in was for, this sounds so funny, but for college. I've been in others for stuff, but we played Michigan State for in the spring of my freshman year, and we were in like this tournament thing, and then if
Mhm.
you tied, you end up going to penalties. And our other goalkeeper, like I played the whole game, and then our backup goalkeeper, she was just really, really good at penalties. And so they put her in. But it's just like interesting because that's not something like you normally see besides
Yeah,
in that situation is they'll bring in like a different goalkeeper who's
yeah.
like, it's actually insane to me. Penalties is like these players have been sitting on the bench, like a lot of them like don't play the whole
Hmm.
game and they come in and just under pressure they're able to
Yeah. And they just take one kick and
kick it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah. Wait, I think we were in that same tournament that spring because we were in some random tournament too, but
Yes. It was at Grand Park at and in
yes, 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 yes. We played there. We were like, what is this club field that we're playing at?
that's where my club plays at. That's where I play club.
Oh my gosh, really? I mean, it was such a nice club field. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that
But
was fun. We played like Xavier and I think we played them then. I don't know. I can't really remember.
yeah. Um, but I
Yeah.
don't since from college. But yeah.
It's gonna
I
be super exciting with penalties coming soon.
Yes.
once we get into the tournaments, yeah. Also a few other games next week that are going to be really good games that I'm looking forward to see is Stanford versus FSU. They're playing next week. They're both the rankings came out this week, but I think they're both probably top five now. Stanford's two. I can't remember what FSU is, probably five or six. Um, so that's gonna be a really good game. I'm excited to watch that one. And then also another ranked game, I think TCU is 14 versus Baylor, who's number 10. And Baylor's doing really, really well this year. They're like ranked really high in the RPI and everyone's rankings too. So that's kind of interesting to me. I was like, oh, I didn't expect to see Baylor, I guess, up there, but they're having a great year so far, so that's good for them.
Do you know a lot of people on that team?
I actually don't. I think I know a couple, but being from Texas, you'd think I'd know more, but I really don't. We didn't have no girls from my club went to Baylor that I can
Yes,
remember.
TCU too. Yeah, two Texas teams there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know more people on TCU for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd seen them play Kansas. They're a good team. A couple of weeks ago. They score a lot of goals. Like I remember in the Kansas game, they were just like the last 15 minutes, I think they scored like 3 goals or something.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Really going off. But and Kansas is a good team too, so.
Yeah, Kansas has been doing good too. Yeah.
All right, well, next week we actually have a really exciting guest coming on, so we can't wait for you guys to hear from her. So tune in next week for a special guest. We're excited for you guys to meet her, but thanks for listening, to Big Life Podcast this week, and good luck next week with your games, Leah.
Thanks. Good luck with yours too. It's going to be an exciting week and can't wait to um, come back next week for another podcast with our special guest. So stay tuned for that.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.